Here is a very basic keyboard harmony book reviewing for people who have missed a lot, which there are many, and just show you what is in here. First of all, we're going to learn the actual 12 major keys. So you learn them in groups, all white chords, white sides, black middle, black sides, white middle, and oddballs, and you get those in your hand. So you can just jump around with C, G, F, D, A, E, D flat, A flat, E flat, B flat, B, F sharp, until you're really quick on that. And eventually you're going to lower the middle note and get minors. There are just some patterns here showing you really in a few pages about all the patterns you'll ever run into in all of music. It's pretty amazing. All right, and then here's just the same melodies written out. So it's just getting you into hearing patterns and picking up things relating to the basic one chord, which we think of as a bottom, middle, and a top. Then here's an exercise that you want to get in every one of those keys, so that you get both the 5-note scale and the broken chord. This is just starting people if they need to remind themselves how to play chords in the left hand with the melody. Then here's doing a few other ones and reversing the hands just to get you into chords. Then here is the basic thing people have to get in. They've got to be able to do 1, 4, 5, 7, 1 in all 12 keys. Left hand alone, right hand chords, left hand root. And it's written out here in all 12 keys, and this is just invaluable. Then we've got some melodies that you harmonize only with 1 and 5, 7. And it becomes quite clear. You can hear it and see it. You're going to go. So you get that, and then you play all of these in all 12 keys. All right, now this is actually showing you the easiest way to get that 5-7 chord. And the fingering, 5-3-1, 5-2-1. And then we're showing the same thing, the same chords in the right hand. And this is critical to get all of these. Then we have Mary Had a Little Lamb with just 1 and 5, 7. Then we've put it into minor and showing you that in the minor you play the same thing, but the 5 chord is actually going to be the same as it was in major, whereas the melody is now going to be in minor. Another one that goes into major minor. Another way of opening the chords to play 1, 5, 7, 1 here. This is just a little Halloween song one of my 9-year-olds wrote. Then you need to get into some different ways of accompanying. So here is what we call a march bass, and the melody is just playing with that march bass. Because you've got that freedom to switch into things. That also is going to lead into your Broadway style. Then here is a 2-hand vamp where you're playing a root and a fifth. And if you were playing for somebody who was singing, you wouldn't need to play the melody, so you learn to do a vamp. Then here's some other accompaniment styles on Polly Wolly Doodle. So, okay, well, can you do it with offbeat chords? Can you do it with broken chords? Can you do it with an Alberti bass? Here's the march bass. Now here's actually the beginning of stride. Oom-pa. This is the easiest way to learn your scales. Learn them in tetrachords. And you just put your hands in place. Then the next scale is using the same notes but adding an F sharp. And this is better than learning them with the classical fingering because you're really holding the whole scale in your hand. You don't have to depend on the classical fingering. So this is especially useful when you get into jazz and you need to really be able to think, what are the letters in the scale? Right, then here's 1, 4, and 5, 7 melodies to harmonize. So you're going to stretch a little bit out of the 5-finger position, but you're going to learn a pentatonic shape and moving all over the place with this little Brahms lullaby down here. All right, then this is an exercise that's going to lead into a vamp, actually, a 2-hand vamp. So here's When the Saints, which is real easy, but you're leaving the middle note out of the chord, another thing that you want to be able to do. And then here's actually a vamp that goes to saints. And so the students learns to play it, but hear the melody on top of it, and even be able to sing that melody while they play it. Now this is just a simple tune, but it's going into the 4 chord and having you extend the right hand up one more note. And then here's Twinkle, which is having the hand move up to the 2nd degree position, and in just 1, 4, and 5. But then we go into the Alberti bass here, which everyone needs to know, and of course the classical literature is full of that. This is just a little Jewish song, really nice. Amazing Grace is thrown in here to give you a chord progression. This is a pentatonic tune. The right hand never gets out of the pentatonic scale. And this is a little blues at the end there. So basically, that's another little blues. So basically, this book is just a review of basic theory, and most people do need it or need parts of it. So that's what we do.